to wherever you may be. It's time now for Midnight Baseball, episode number 96. I'm Spencer Dodgers, and this is the Beanball Box. Yes, we're talking about the hit by pitch, part 2, and how that transpires to the batter's box, the pitching mound, and the umpire's positioning, right? In this great game, we've talked about it and discussed forever. Is it okay to throw at somebody intentionally, okay? The Supreme Court of California said it is okay. If you are going to play the game of baseball, you're giving up your inherent risk to be thrown at by somebody else. We know that, and let's discuss how this game can move forward with that situation so we can all come to an understanding and probably put some more rules in place so the players have less scuffles, and we have to see guys fight, right? We don't want to see that. Trivia from last time. Where did Bryce Harper grow up and learn how to play baseball? 1, 2, 3. Yes, Las Vegas, Nevada. The city of lights and Sin City. Not known for its great baseball heritage other than great Maddux, but now Vegas is a thriving metropolitan for all these private baseball leagues. Bryce Harper, Kris Bryant, other great ball players are coming from there. But it wasn't always that case. So who's teaching the kids in Vegas about baseball? Is it the guys from California, Texas, and Florida, and the Central Coast of the east side? That's where baseball players from notoriously have come, also up in the East Coast and the Midwest, but not from Vegas, not from Colorado and these Seattle area. So as baseball grows into the future, how do all these different personalities, along with the world cultures, the South American, that's the type of baseball conversation we're having about unwritten rules, which then transpires on the hit by pitch, okay? So Bryce Harper, you're always in the controversy from one of your first games, getting punked by Cole Hamels. Let's hear about Bryce more in the future, all right? News and notes. Scooter Gennette for the new Big Red Machine in Cincinnati. 10 RBIs last night. Scooter Gennette, former Brewer, have yourself a day with 10 ribbies. Mariners are doing some big things in Seattle all of a sudden, scoring runs. The anchor's up. Taylor Motter filling in for an injured Gene Segura. Cano and Cruz still doing work. Mariners keep putting some offense together. And closing time right now with some closers. Ken Giles for the Astros blew a save. If you heard the post-game interview, you would have thought it was a big playoff game. Ken Giles, you're a solid guy. Relax. You're going to blow saves. You're in first place. Start worrying about the postseason and build your confidence, okay? And then Glover, the guy from Washington last night, got in a scuffle with Puig. If you close out a game, let it go. If you're a closer, be a professional, right? It goes back to Strickland throwing at Harper the other day. It's like, you don't need that. It's a 2-0 game, especially. You're in a high leverage, high position spots. Have a cool brain, have an even mentality, and just play the game and don't let little things get after you, okay? All right. Spencer, getting back into my beanball box, the batter's box. How can we change this game and continue the conversation? It's about pace of play and understanding about all the stuff, and that starts with Major League Baseball. Number 1, get the box, the batter's box, the same in every ballpark. The same size as the square, the same width of the chalk, use the same spray paint everywhere. Do it exactly the same. Because players, are always scuffing the lines and scratching them out. Why are they doing this? They're doing it to get some type of advantage, right? If not, they wouldn't scratch it out. So players can no more scratch out the chalk marks. Go a little further. How about redrawing the batter's box during the game, right? All throughout the game, we change the bases and we resurface the infield. If the pitcher has a complaint about the mound, they go ahead and tap that out. So get the box in there all 9 innings so we know where the batter's box is. Because if players aren't in the box, the game can't keep going. That goes into my, basically, part number 2, the umpires. Umpires need to enforce the rules. There's one rule I want to talk about real fast. That is, once a player comes into the box, unless they swing the bat or they have something fall on their face or some type of bug fly on their thing, right? They can't get out of the box. If they do, it needs to be a strike, okay? If they get out of the box, take any wasteful time, umpire can give a discretionary strike. I want to see that rule used more, okay? Keep the pace of play going. MLB, back your umpires with the umpire union, okay? Keep it going and enforce the rules to keep it going. Stop the conversation with the batter between balls and strikes. Pitchers don't get a conversation about balls and strikes. Why do the batters? That's one more thing slowing the game up. Stop talking, start playing. And the third part of this is the players themselves. The pitchers and the batters have self-awareness. Be in the box. get ready to hit, okay? Same thing with the pitchers, right? If you're there, shake them off. If you're not 100% confident in your pitch, maybe to throw the pitch anyway. And I don't want to risk injury, but what I want to say is there is awareness that needs to be made. Major League Baseball wants game change. Purists like myself do not want the game changed too much. So here's my new rule I want to implement. It's not going to be a pitch clock. It's going to be a limited number of times a pitcher can step off the rubber per inning. 1, 2, or 3. I haven't decided what'll be best. But once the pitcher puts his foot on that rubber, it's a go time. Okay? Baseball's the only game where the defense holds the ball. That's what America can't handle anymore. They don't want to have one player dictate the pace of action. They want a clock. Or they want somebody else to say, play ball, right? And that's the greatness of this game. That's the one thing that we cannot take away is the purity of the pitcher having his own time to pitch the ball. Pitch clock is not the answer. Maybe stepping off the rubber is, okay? Let's talk about more of that soon. Gosh, that's a great topic. Thank you for listening so much. I appreciate that. All right? Trivia. Trivia is, which Boston Red Sox threw the ball 102 miles an hour last night? I couldn't believe it. This guy must be a testament to the new workout regimens in Major League Baseball. Your diet plan, Pilates, yoga. I don't know what he's doing. He's not a big guy, but he threw it 102 miles an hour. He's on the Red Sox. Take a guess. I'll tell you who it was tomorrow. My shout out is going to one of my favorite little buddies out there. I coach him in baseball. He's one of my son's friends, Nolan. Nolan, get better. He has a nice big hematoma on the front of his forehead today. He caught a bat yesterday. It was an accident. Accidents do happen in baseball. But with a name like Nolan, you're bound to take some lumps in baseball and also give them out, right? Because Nolan Ryan, the Nolan Express, the all-time strikeout king, has your same name, Nolan. So keep playing baseball. Coach Spencer thinks you're a great athlete. I've seen you improve so much this season. And to all my players, thank you so much for letting me coach them. But Nolan, this show is for you, sir. All right? Gratitude to everybody watching, my Midnight Players, the baseball gods, Raklife.org, and all my other campaigns. Check me out on social media. Spencer Dodgers is doing what I love best, bringing you some raw information, bringing you some news and notes, and having some time. If you need anything from me, tweet me, message me. I'll talk to you guys all very soon, all right? Let's go. Woo! Tigers, they sure did let me down. I'm done with the Tigers for a while. I can't trust them. But who can I trust? The Cubbies. If you can't go Cubbies, I'm going Cubbies. Cubbies are going to win tomorrow. John Lester, bye-bye now.